The train is on, and the 7-day celebration of the victories of the Lord Jesus through our ministry continues. We are on the second day. From 7 p.m., Brother Vincent Abono carried the same in thanksgiving to the Lord who used Brother Zach and our ministry to overthrow the satanic princes of communism, of Yaoundé, of Douala, of Cameroon, and to dismantle the three hosts of wickedness, Marsi, Buddhism, and Hinduism. This gave way to an intense moment of praise, singing, dancing, and proclamations. The second slot on memories started with personal proclamations of the Lord's victory in individual lives. The brethren then learned and sang a new song that reminds the victory won by Jesus on the cross. Brother Patrick Singh then presented an insightful analogy between the liberation of the people of Israel from the bondage in Egypt and the overthrow of satanic princes, as well as the dismantling of the host of wickedness. For this second night, he dwelt on the choice of a man. Indeed, just as the Lord chose Moses, he also chose Brother Zach. Just like in the case of Moses, the consecration of our founding leader to God's call on his life was not an easy matter. It involved some inner battles, which eventually were won. Brother Patrick Singh thus led the brethren to thank God who found a man to carry out his battles. In the third slot, a window was opened further on the genesis of our ministry, even before 1975, the date of the beginning of our ministry. Brother Julius Mbate gave an overview of the man's ZTF from the academic point of view. He presented a man with outstanding academic achievements, a man of excellence in academic, in life, and in spiritual life. The slot ended with the saints raising fervent prayers to break the hand of the enemy upon our families and to shatter a conspiracy of lightheartedness and mediocrity which is contrary to the model set by our founding leader. In the slot dedicated to the history of the overthrow of principalities, Elojabia shared on the overthrow of the prince of communism. He shared on the battle itself and the fallout of the battle at the geopolitical level and with regard to the penetration of formerly communist nations. The slot on events that surrounded the 13th of March dwelt on December 2008. The slot featured many testimonies with two major interventions, namely Pastor Israel Sama and Sister Marimbok. The latter shared particularly on the Betwa message and how Brother Zach received it. In the slot on the movement of and movements in CMFI, Pastor Matthew Ngo shared on a specific year in the history of the movement, the year 1986. That is, the second shaking, the year when Brother Zach faced fierce opposition from leadership and believers of a Christian denomination. It was also the year when he had retreats for spiritual progress, 26 weekends, and discovered them as moments of intimacy with God. About the past 14 years, the saints who experienced the shaking of 2009 thank God who kept them from falling away so that today they still stand. In the slots on praying for funds, Pastor Ajime shared some anecdotes on our journey as far as funds are concerned. He showed the situation in the time of Brother Zach and the situation since 2009 after the bulldozer, as it were, had done his work. The saints then importuned God for funds to build the 100,000 seated places hall. The second night ended with keeping watch on the ministry. Praise the Lord.